Congratulations on being here tonight. It's so hard to live in Los Angeles. People are working so hard, not only in LA, but in this country. That's all we talk about.
What are you working on these days? What's going on with you? What's on the next page for you? What's coming up for you? What are you working on?
I'm done. Yeah, I finished early. It's also scary, you know. See, what do you do? What do you do for a living? And I often say that I'm a bookkeeper, which I am. I do my own QuickBooks. I've been audited by the IRS 5 times. Turns out they owed me $25. Kablam! Because I may be eccentric, but I save my receipts. And, anyways, the reason I say I'm a bookkeeper is because once I was on a flight from JFK to LAX, and I made the mistake of saying what I did, and the woman went into a PTSD stream of consciousness monologue. The worst experience I ever had in my whole life was at a comedy club. We had to sit through this man bombing for an hour, and it was so painful. I will never go see stand-up comedy again. Well, we are sorry that you experienced that with our services. If there's any way we can win back your business. In fact, I'd love to set you up with 20 free tickets to a comedy show. As you guys know, they're pretty easy to come by. So, defensively, I asked her what she did for a living, of course, and she explained that she was an employee of a little company called Cirque du Soleil as a clown. A fucking clown. I have dated a clown before. And I have sat through 5 performances of a clown as Christ figure, clown crucified, red rubber nose, audience armed with water balloons, asked to scream Jew while throwing them at said clown Christ. If you want to talk about the deep discomfort of the arts, dive in. My only regret is that I wish I had paid to see those shows, but I was on the guest list. So, I couldn't work for a while. I took about a year and a half off of work because I went mental. And I don't know if anyone here is thinking of suicide. Don't do it. It's not the season for it. Late fall. And most people, you don't think about doing it. Maybe you think of it, every once in a while, just kind of feeling sorry for yourself. Like, oh, the stewardess won't give me the whole can. Oh, turbulence. I want to live. But I had told a friend of mine, hey, heads up, if ever I start talking too fast about wanting to get into touch with the Pope or some other ethical authority, put me in a purple van and drive me to doggy daycare because I need to be boarded for the weekend. Mental illness runs in my family, and it drops at about 40 years old. And that's what happened. So my friend drove me to the psych ward, and I had my interview with the psychiatrist, and he asked me, why here? I said, well, I have a plan. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, great. What are the mitigating circumstances? Well, I just every moment is unbearable, and so I just am worried that I don't feel safe by myself, like I'm gonna do something, like I'm gonna hurt myself. I know I will, and I'll be a real mess. I just don't want to do that to other. Okay, and they said, well, what do you do for a living? I said, okay. No response. Totally chill with it, and went on typing on his laptop. He seemed a little distracted, and there was a some sound coming from his machine, and I get it. I get bored at work. Right now, while I'm doing this story, I'm actually watching a turtle eating lettuce on a WIMP video. Because it's nice to just get a break. Anyways, so he was doing something on his laptop, turned it around to me, and he said, "Is this you?" And he had YouTubed me, and it was me, obviously with a lot more makeup and much better material. And he said, "Oh, well, I had to make sure that you weren't having a grandiose delusion." Since when is it psychosis to somehow claim that you're interacting with the entertainment industry? It's not like I said I was Richard Pryor. And if I had claimed to be one of the best comedians of this past century, and a black man and deceased at that, and been able to do anything from his 1979 special in Long Beach, well, how wonderful would that have been? But the last laugh was on me, because he put me on a mood stabilizer whose primary side effects are cognitive, making it almost impossible to think or talk. No, own. Or should I say, oh no. A few days later, I was doing a gig and found myself in Chicago bleeding. And I had lost all my identification and was making this noise. About an hour before showtime. And I called my mother and said, "Honey, somehow get to the airport, go to Delta Priority, tell them you are gold medallion, and tell them about your website." And I did what my mother told me, and I got a first-class upgrade, because I was just batshit crazy enough to have that many points. And ended up taking, almost 2 years off work, and I always like to say this, I was so scared of taking off time off work, especially just in case anyone found out, oh God, what if somebody found out? Oh God, this is what happens if somebody finds out. I was in the psych ward, and a woman came up to me and said, "Hi, I know you. I'm a therapist here, but I don't know you personally, but I have friends in the comedy circles. And Joe De La Rosa, he's out of the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Do you ever play that? Oh, you should. It's a great, that's surprising, because I would think that not that I would never tell. This is completely confidential, and I would never tell anyone. I'm in a county stamped gown and a pair of electric green gripper socks that are not my own. You tell whoever the fuck you want, because all is lost. But I went back to work, and I can't do as much as I used to, and I got all this shit from this one fellow co-worker, "Hey, I've heard what happened in Chicago." Jeez. Yeah, it was a real mess. I owed them a lot of money. I missed like 6 shows. It was a terrible mess. Yeah, I've never done that. I've never missed a show. I had a temperature of 475 degrees. I was the temperature of a fully charred pork chop. I did a full 90 minutes, lost control of my bowels, to standing ovations. You gotta make those fuckers laugh. Yeah, I guess I was just worried, I wasn't able to think or talk, and it might not be as funny as I'd hoped. Yeah, comedy's gotta be funny. It's gotta be funny to everybody. If it's not funny, it's not comedy. You gotta check it out. I test my shit. I went to China this year. I was not welcome. It was extremely uncomfortable. I did not have a visa. But I spent 3 months there. I translated all my jokes into facial expressions. Guess who has a tour of the Gangshu province? That's awesome, man. So you don't ever get scared of doing a certain, type of gig? No, I love a challenge. I was doing a pop-up open mic at a live birth. And, of course the mom's distracted, but, just to be there for baby's first laugh. And I always do this closer with the younger crowds. Please don't take it. I've been doing this since the late 80s, and it kind of pisses me off because I see people doing it. And it's like, I got this on tape. But here's my closers. Oh, shit. Peekaboo is yours, man? Yeah, I basically copyrighted the entire human experience. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess, I can't be as ambitious as I once was, So, right before tonight's show, I looked in the reflection of my Diet Coke can, and I said, hey, kid. I want to see 20%. If not 5. 'Cause so what? Who cares? It doesn't even matter. Thank you guys so much. Thanks a lot.